what keeps the electronics industry from moving faster to achieve sustainability objectives? I mean, so you talked about 2030, 2040. I've heard other industries talking about 2050 objectives. What's stopping us from accelerating this?
I mean, I think there's a few things. I think, technology, Greg highlighted this earlier. Many of us have older facilities. So our ability to modify technology, make sure that we're able to travel on that roadmap of reduction, it takes time. I mean, I think for us to understand the problem is one thing. We've identified it. We understand where we are. We baselined. We understand where we need to go. We have a roadmap. Accelerating the roadmap is a question usually of capital dollars and how much you can spend in terms of capital dollars, how much, and then also where customers need us to be. I mean, I think it's always that combination, but ultimately it's cash.
So it's not just hey, this company or this industry, but it's really the world as a whole. It's governments working with companies, working with industry to all work together to figure out the best path. Because if we take, this, if I'm misstating what you're saying, but if we go down a certain path and then, 5 years from now we say, oh, well, actually, no, just kidding, we wanted to go this way, that's going to be a problem.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think you already mentioned the unforeseeable or the uncertain foreseeable future, right? We're not sure where everything's going. The changing and inconsistent regulatory requirements throughout the globe, right? It's not so much a challenge for us as primarily we have international, mostly aerospace and defense in the U.S. But Tom, I think must drive you nuts from Asia to Europe to, But I also think, as Tom talked about, to retrofit is a lot of cost, right? And so, like any business, we've got to be able to justify what's the return on the investment. So that could take some time just to get through things, right? And I also think the last piece is just there's still in society in general, what's the cost benefit, right? I'll just use the electric vehicles, right? Okay, well, if we put more EVs on the road, that's great, but the lithium batteries, and if you look at the cost and the environmental impact of producing and mining lithium, right? Then you look at the whole big picture and say, okay, are we really making an impact or not?